I'm at the old stomping grounds. I'm looking in a spot where has been just completely swamped. Got about a half inch of rain this morning. I cut a beeline to get here, and I couldn't beat them here, and it hadn't been through raining 10 minutes at the most when I left house. I got here, there was 3 vehicles with at least 2 in each vehicle, possibly 3. And then there was another one that came in after I got here. They've all left but one person and me, and I'm walking across ways of where they've been. They've got it mashed flat in a, well, there's footprints everywhere. But there you go. Can't find them all. I've got this one and one more, fairly complete one. I've been walking this, going back and forth crossways. They was just doing circles. It was crazy. Right here is part of the field that I'm in. Right here it goes. I don't know. There's probably 5 or 6 acres of it. And then there's the middle. Then over there is another, probably 10 acres. I stayed over there, and you'd have thought that green line right there was a fence. They never did come on that side. Everybody stayed over here on this side. So I stayed on the other side, and I found several. I'll show them to you, but I just didn't get the camera out. I'm gonna keep on looking, see what else I can yield. Old stomping grounds got stuff in it. I don't care how much you walk it. I think I've just pulled up a killer. See it up his flint. I reached and grabbed it, and I started pressing on it until it weight, so I grabbed a tip, flipped it backwards. Man, check that thing out. Talking about a killer. Heck yeah. Alright. When you've seen it, it was just buried in the ground. There's all you can see of it. That's awesome. Let's keep looking. Oh, I just popped another one. See what's showing. That's what's showing. Well, we'll go ahead and start this video. I didn't get to record very much because I just had too much company in the field with me. 6 or 8 people there. That's an awesome little hammerstone right there. Quartzy job. And tools. It's a scab of material. Nice material. I believe you'd call that Tyrone. Pretty stuff. That'd been a cool drill. Here's a unique piece. Don't find a lot of quartz, and then here's a quartz core. So they were using quartz when they could, I guess. Yeah, and know that because of this too. Don't find many, but I do find some. A little blunt. Of course, you see all the blunts. And here's some cattywampus deals right here. Little big Sandy. He's all warped, tangled, and crooked up, but I like it. Here's a really unique piece. I don't know what to make of it, but it's finished all the way around. This, I guess, is what one might consider the base. Just a crazy piece of workmanship. Looked like it just picked up a real crude flake and just started chiseling on it, and that's what they come up with for a makeshift whatever. That has no point type whatsoever, but you can see the base. It's all finished up around it. Not broken, they just made it that way for whatever reason. And a few wannabes. This is a nice point that I found. It's real pretty flaking on it. It's got Brewerton notches, but it's big to be a Brewerton, but that may be what I would call it. Again, it could be something else too altogether. It's got that old shiny looking flaking on it. It's not a real special point, but I'm glad to find it. Field used to produce 3 and 4 inch points, and then you're down to 2 and 3 inch points, and then you're down to inch to 2 inch points. So anymore, when you find a 2 inch point, you're doing pretty good in a field that's been hunted extensively like this one has. Check out this scraper. Isn't that awesome? That's alright right there, I like it. I believe that's, again, that Tyrone material. Strap it on both sides, you may not be able to see it on that side as well. I had a good time finding these things. It's just, it was just so crowded. It's just the way that it's going to be. That's just the way it is. But I'm glad I found what I found. And some of this was behind others. This one, I know, was found behind 6 people, and so was that one. Not too far apart one from the other. There's a knife. It's a pretty cool piece. I had a good time. I don't know what they found. I didn't talk to none of them, but they were just all over one another. So I just let them do their thing. I stayed on in another big part of the field, and they left me alone. I left them alone, and I was able to hunt the bigger part all by myself. And then after they left, I went and hunted what they had hunted. Check out that. I believe it's a Candy Creek, although it kind of favors Paleo or Beaver Lake, but it's not ground right in there. It may have slight grinding on these edges right here, but the flaking doesn't illustrate Beaver Lake. So I believe it's what they call a Candy Creek point. They are nice though, nice looking. Check out this little baby. Just a gem. It's got real nice flaking all over the little thing. Let me see if I can't dry it off where you can see it. It's a little micro flaking all over it. Little thin strike at the base. It's a cool little piece. You can see my finger. Just about one joint, so it's about 1 inch long maybe. I don't find too many small points at the old stomping grounds. Not that small anyway. It's little. And then here's the what I'd consider the find of the day. This Kirk corner notch right here. You can see I had just a little bit of the edge sticking up out of the dirt, and it was about that much right there. And I felt of it, and when I felt of it, I thought, that feels like an edge. Then I was able to find the tip of it, and when I raised it up, I seen that. I thought I better turn the camera on for that, and there was people pretty close by, but I managed. One little nick right there on that ear. But all in all, that's a killer. It's a killer find right there. It's black as a jet. even black compared to the hornstone where it's common on the site. Sweet, sweet. Glad to find that stuff. I don't know when I'll get to go back. We'd had like 1.5 inches of rain, or no, 1/2 inch of rain, and that yielded all this. And besides, it had been looked by the Mexican labor hands, and they got the first eyes on it when they cut the tobacco. And I don't know what, who knows what they found. And then people looked at after that they got the tobacco out, and then this was what I yielded after the rain. So anyway, I'll go back if it rains significantly, and I expect there'll be people there just tromping it to death. I'll be right there with them though. Sorry I didn't get much in situ, but done what we could do. Later.